spring is coming, but it's not here yet, like properly. So I thought I would do a perfume video about transitional perfumes that I feel like are perfect to wear during the transition from winter to spring, which is quite a harsh transition here anyways, because it goes from really cold and snowy to really green, and you hear all the birds. It's going to be quite warm and sunny, and it's just a beautiful season. But with perfumes, sometimes the very fresh spring-like perfumes are too fresh, and the very heavy winter scents are too much. So I picked out some perfumes that I love to wear during that specific season. So we are going to start with a designer, which I always talk about. It's the perfect scent actually for this time. It's from Chloé. It's called Chloé L'Eau de Parfum Lumineuse. And this is such a beautiful, easy to wear perfume. First of all, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the bottle. The main accords are vanilla, white floral, and amber. And we have just a couple of notes, which in my opinion, not really tell you everything about this perfume, but we have jasmine, rose, balsamic notes, vanilla, and amber. But to me, there is something super fruity in here. It's, first of all, it's so addictive. It's so addictive. It has something about Prada Paradox Intense, that same addictive sweetness that is quite thick and dense. It's not a very airy perfume. It has some density to it. I think it's the amber giving it this character. But then you have something very sweet and to me fruity. I have no idea what it is, but to me it is quite fruity. And then those Chloé touches. So you get the plush rose, you get the jasmine, but they are woven together so beautifully so that it's not just a rose perfume or a jasmine perfume. It's just a very plush, sweet floral that is very inviting and comforting because of those balsamic and ambery notes. Super beautiful, super easy to wear. I wear it all the time. Has okay longevity when it comes to designers. It's not a beast mode whatsoever, but I like that it's more quiet. And then we have an all-time favorite, which is this beauty. This is Soie Malaquais from Dries van Noten, and I talk about this perfume a lot as well. But this is a super interesting, complex perfume that is quite difficult to describe. The main accords are fruity, cacao, and warm spicy. Doesn't really tell you a lot about this perfume in my opinion. The notes are blackcurrant and bergamot in the top, silk and rose in the middle, and chestnut and cacao in the base. To me, this is a super realistic blackcurrant scent. Oh my god, I don't know, I've never smelled anything like it. I cannot describe it for the life of me. So if you have the chance to try it out, please try it out, get a sample. It's absolutely divine. There is this silk note in here, and it perfectly describes what you feel when you smell it, because it smells silky. It's extremely smooth and it's not creamy, it's just silky. It basically is like silky blackcurrant. You do get a floral. I don't really get a rose. I get more like a elegant, quite neutral floral that makes this super elegant. But then you have those gourmandy touches that make it a little bit less serious and a little bit more fun. You have chestnut and cacao. I don't really get chestnut and cacao. It's just more like a vanilla cacao-like base that is not too sweet, actually a little bit on the drier side. And then the bergamot and blackcurrant just make it a little bit more fruity and fresh. It's not a heavy scent whatsoever. It's also not airy. It really is silky. I'm sorry that I'm going to say this word 3,000 times, but it's exactly what it smells like. The bottle is gorgeous. It's just one of a kind. And because it has those gourmandy touches and those fruity fresh touches, It's perfect for that season. The next perfume is a new perfume to my collection, but I am obsessed. So this is Emir Voux Zeste. I picked this up in Spain. I went to a perfumery that is specialized in Arabic perfumes, and this was a new addition to their store. I did not really know what it smelled like before I tested it, and when I tested it in store, I was immediately in love. Sprayed it on my hand. I did not buy it that day, but I went out, I smelled it the whole day, and I thought about this perfume for days, so I had to go back and get it. This, when I bought it, I think was maybe like 30 euros. I guess it's going to be something between 25 and 50 euros, depending on where you're going to buy it. But this is 100 milliliters and this smells like a niche perfume. This has the main accords of citrus, caramel, and vanilla. And that basically tells you what it smells like, because the notes, I don't know, top notes are lavender, bergamot, blood orange, middle notes are cinnamon and jasmine, and the base notes are vanilla, caramel, and musk. But to me, I described it as a madeleine, like a fluffy pastry that is a little bit on the vanilla side, but just slightly. And then you put a lot of citrusy touches in there. So the zest and the juice, everything about lemon basically. And then you maybe like cook it with sugar and make it like a lemon curd or a lemon syrup. And this is what you get. It's delicious, it's beautiful. It again has those gourmandy touches, but this freshness to it. So you can wear it on cold days, warmer days. It's absolutely stunning. And because of those other notes, there is jasmine in here, lavender in here, I guess. It's not too gourmandy because my husband does not really like gourmand perfumes on me. And he loves this. From day one, he was like, wow, this smells incredible. And the bottle is incredible. I mean, those perfumes from the Emirates or Arabic perfumes in general sometimes look absolutely stunning and sometimes are just over the top and too much for me. This one is beautiful. It's like velvety. There's like a real plaque on here. The cap is weighty and well made. Super happy with it, and the performance is the only thing I would say that can be improved right now, but it's, as I said, very new to my collection. I just get a couple of hours of wear time, but I guess it's going to be stronger as the days and months go on. Absolutely beautiful, and I think this is going to be my scent of the day again. The next one is also a perfume I got in Spain. And this is from Guerlain, is from their Privé collection, and this is Pêche Mirage. This is very limited, but I wanted to tell you about it because you can see I used up quite a lot of this perfume already, and I just had it for a couple of weeks. So main accords are fruity, floral, and leather, which sounds really challenging to me personally. The top notes are peach, blackcurrant, and saffron. The middle note just osmanthus, and the base notes are leather, amber, and sandalwood. This, when you spray it, smells like saffrony osmanthus is what I get. And I don't really get like a leather note. It's more like, you know, sometimes saffron smells leathery, smooth, and suede-like. This is what I get. So you get osmanthus, something peachy, and then saffron, leathery saffron. But as it dries down, on my skin at least, goes into like a peach iced tea type of perfume that is really sweet, very smooth, and very delicious and addictive. So when I first spray it, I can appreciate it, but it smells a little bit niche, very niche. But as it dries down, I cannot stop smelling myself. It smells so good. It's a combination I hardly see, and I was so afraid because I was like, oh my god, there are so many peach and patchouli perfumes. What is this going to smell like? Because there's no patchouli, but there's leather in here and saffron. But for some reason, this is something I can appreciate, and it's nothing I have in my collection. It smells really new to me. And I love those bottles. I love this collection. I'm just sad that there is no vanilla in here because Guerlain makes the best vanillas. But I am so happy that I have this bottle. And this again is something that is quite deep. There is leather, amber, sandalwood, but there's also this fresh fruity character from the fruits. Let's end this video with a vanilla because I love vanillas. And I'm going to tell you about this one. This is Commodities Gold. You could also go with G Water by Byredo, but I'm going to tell you about this one because I have this one in my collection right now. And the other one, I'm still not over the name. So they're quite similar on my skin. But this one is a little bit more tricky. I'm going to tell you why. This has main accords of vanilla, amber, and powdery, and it has quite similar notes to the Byredo one. In the top we have musk and juniper, in the middle we have vanilla and amber, and in the base we have sandalwood and benzoin. And this is a perfume that smells quite molecule-like to me. It has a very, very airy character. It's not a dense perfume whatsoever. You could maybe think it would be because there's amber, benzoin, sandalwood. It's not. It's very airy and light. And you have this, as I said, molecule woody aspect to it. Almost like if you mix in molecule 02, the ambroxan, with a little bit of molecule 01, which is isoe super, and then you put in a little bit of vanilla and something like sandalwood that makes it more creamy. This is what you get. So this is a quite green, woody vanilla, but one that is super wearable. It's not offensive whatsoever, but very intriguing. It's very intriguing. I like those molecule perfumes, but I'm so into vanilla that I don't tend to wear them a lot at the moment. But this is the perfect in-between fragrance where you get both aspects in one perfume. The only thing is, with the Byredo one, I don't get it. With this one, it's so molecule-like that sometimes I feel like I'm nose blind to it. I cannot smell it on myself. And sometimes it's really intense. So I don't know what it is about this or my nose, but that's one aspect that I don't get with the Byredo one. But I love their packaging. It's very simple. I love the concept, and if you look at the price for what you get, it's quite good. So these were my picks for transitional perfumes from winter to spring. Let me know if you have other choices and what you think of those choices, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!